The Legend of the Christmas Candle. Once upon a time, in a small village in Germany, there was a little girl named Anna. Anna loved Christmas more than any other time of the year. Her family was not very rich, but they had a warm and cozy home. Every Christmas, Anna's family had a special tradition. They would place a beautiful candle in their window to light up the night. This candle was not just any candle. It was the Christmas candle. It was tall, white, and had a sweet scent like cinnamon. Anna's mother told her that this candle was magical. She said that it brought light and warmth to their home, and that its light could guide lost travelers in the dark. One cold Christmas Eve, a terrible snowstorm hit the village. The wind howled, and the snow fell so thick that you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. Anna and her family huddled together by the fireplace, listening to the wind. Anna's mother lit the Christmas candle and placed it in the window. Its warm light shone brightly through the storm. Outside in the blizzard, a man named Hans was trying to find his way home. Hans had been delivering presents to the children in the nearby towns. He was a kind man with a big heart, but now he was lost in the storm, cold and tired. He didn't know where to go and felt very scared. Suddenly, through the swirling snow, Hans saw a small, flickering light. It was the Christmas candle shining brightly from Anna's window. Hans felt a surge of hope and began to walk towards the light. He trudged through the snow, following the warm glow that seemed to welcome him. Back at Anna's house, the family was singing Christmas carols to keep their spirits up. They didn't know that their Christmas candle was guiding someone in the storm. As they sang, there was a soft knock on the door. Anna's father opened the door and saw Hans standing there, shivering and covered in snow. "Please, come in," Anna's father said. Hans stepped inside, and the warmth of the house enveloped him. Anna's mother gave him a warm blanket and a cup of hot cocoa. Hans felt his fingers and toes start to tingle as they warmed up. He smiled at Anna and her family. "Thank you so much," Hans said. "I was lost in the storm, but your candle led me here. It saved me." Anna's eyes sparkled with happiness. She looked at the Christmas candle and felt a warm glow in her heart. The candle's light had not only brightened their home, but had also guided a lost traveler to safety. The family invited Hans to stay with them for Christmas. They shared their meal, sang more songs, and exchanged stories by the fire. Hans told them about his adventures and the children he had met. Anna loved listening to his stories and felt like she had made a new friend. As the night went on, the storm outside began to calm. The snow stopped falling, and the wind grew quiet. The Christmas candle continued to burn brightly in the window, its light now a symbol of hope and kindness. The next morning, Anna woke up early. She ran to the window and saw the world covered in a sparkling blanket of snow. It looked like a magical winter wonderland. She smiled and looked at the Christmas candle, which had burned down to a small stub. Even though the candle was almost gone, its magic would stay with them forever. Anna learned something very important that Christmas. She learned that even a small light could make a big difference. The Christmas candle had shown her that kindness and warmth could guide and help others, even in the darkest times. Hans stayed with Anna's family for a few more days until the roads were clear. When it was time for him to leave, he hugged them all tightly and thanked them again. He promised to return next Christmas to see his new friends. Every year after that, Anna's family continued their tradition of lighting the Christmas candle. And every year, they remembered the night when their small light guided a lost traveler to safety. Anna would always tell the story of the Christmas candle to everyone who visited, spreading the message of hope and kindness. One year, when Anna was a little older, she decided to make a new Christmas candle herself. She wanted it to be as special as the one her family always used. She spent weeks gathering the best materials, beeswax, a strong wick, and a little bit of cinnamon to give it that sweet scent. With her mother's help, Anna crafted the candle carefully. She poured the melted wax into a mold and let it cool, imagining all the people it might help someday. Finally, Christmas Eve arrived again. The new Christmas candle was ready, and Anna placed it in the window just as her mother had done every year. This time, Anna felt even more connected to the candle because she had made it herself. As the evening grew darker, a gentle snow began to fall. Anna's family gathered around the fireplace, enjoying the warmth and the Christmas spirit. They sang their favorite carols, and Anna couldn't help but glance at the glowing candle in the window, feeling proud and hopeful. Suddenly, there was a loud knock on the door. Anna's father opened it, and there stood a young woman holding a small child. They looked cold and frightened. The woman explained that they were traveling to visit family for Christmas, but had gotten lost in the snowstorm. Anna quickly invited them inside. The young woman's name was Maria, and her son was named Lucas. They were so grateful to be welcomed into the warm house. Anna's mother made more hot cocoa, and they all sat together by the fire. Maria shared stories of her own Christmas traditions, and Lucas played with Anna's toys, his eyes wide with wonder at the beautiful decorations. As the night went on, the storm outside grew fiercer. Maria and Lucas were glad to be safe and warm inside Anna's home. They all laughed and sang together, making new friends and enjoying the Christmas spirit. Anna felt happy that her candle had guided Maria and Lucas to them. The next morning, Christmas Day, the storm had passed, and the world was bright and white with fresh snow. Anna and her new friends exchanged small gifts, and Anna's family invited Maria and Lucas to stay for Christmas dinner. They all sat around the table, sharing food and stories, feeling like one big family. That Christmas was the best one Anna could remember. She realized that the true magic of the Christmas candle was not just in its light, but in the love and kindness it inspired. By welcoming Maria and Lucas, Anna's family had made new friends and shared their home and hearts. From that year on, Anna made a new Christmas candle every Christmas Eve. She loved the tradition and the idea that her candles might guide and help others. The story of the Christmas candle grew in the village, and soon many families started making their own candles and placing them in their windows. Anna's village became known for its Christmas candles. Every year, the windows of every home glowed with the soft, warm light of hundreds of candles. Travelers from far and wide came to visit and see the beautiful sight. The village became a place of warmth, kindness, and Christmas magic. And so, the legend of the Christmas candle continued to grow, spreading the message of hope and kindness to all who heard it. Every Christmas, Anna's village shone brightly, a beacon of love and light in the cold winter night. The moral of the story: we learned that kindness and warmth can make a big difference in people's lives. Even a small light, like the Christmas candle, can guide and help others in times of need. It shows us that being kind and helping others can bring joy and hope to the world. Let's remember to always be kind and share our light with those around us.